Good afternoon, Ms. Walker.
Good afternoon.
Will you please tell us your full name and spell your last name?
Elizabeth Walker, Walker.
Where are you employed, Ms. Walker?
Northport Police Department.
And what do you do there?
I am a crime scene technician.
How long have you been a crime scene technician at the Northport Police Department?
For approximately 6.5 years.
And did you have a previous role at Northport Police Department?
Yes, I was a dispatcher for about 3.5 years.
Okay. Will you tell the jury about your educational background?
I am certified through the International Association for Identification as a crime scene investigator. I have approximately 660 hours of formal training in topics such as autopsy and injury photography, bloodstain pattern analysis, crime scene photography, death investigations, fingerprint processing, as well as touch DNA evidence collection.
And what about your formal education before you became a crime scene investigator?
I have an associate's degree in criminal justice from the State College of Florida, as well as a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Hodges University.
Okay. Well, can you briefly explain the duties of a crime scene investigator?
As a crime scene technician, I respond to crime scenes to document through photography, videography, sketching, diagramming, evidence collection, and processing.
Right. Now I want to talk about September 1st of 2023. How did you become involved in this homicide case?
I was contacted by telecommunications and requested to respond to Malakote Road, where I was then in contact with Detective Sergeant Fisher and gathered further information.
Okay, and after you were breached, well, tell us, what time did you arrive on the scene?
I arrived at approximately 2:20 a.m.
And after you were briefed by Sergeant Fisher, tell the jury about the first assignments that you undertook.
My first assignment was to document the what appeared to be bloodstains on the driveway at 1200 Malakote Road. They appeared to go from the bottom right corner of the driveway upwards towards the front door, where I also observed what appeared to be bloodstains on the wall to the right and on the ring doorbell on the wall. And also what appeared to be bloody foot impressions walking away from the front door and down the driveway.
Right. Did you document your observations of the bloody footprints and the bloodstains on Malakote Road?
Yes, through a diagram and photography.
Okay. Ms. Walker, I'm showing you what has been previously marked for identification as State's Exhibit number 8. Can you take a look at that for me, please?
Yes.
Is this a video that you took of the blood trail on Malakote?
Yes.
I'm also going to show you what's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 8A. Do you recognize that as well?
Yes, that's a diagram that I created.
Is this a diagram that you use to document what you saw visually and through the video of the blood trail leading from 1240 Malakote past 1220 and on to Walton's property, 1200 Malakote Road?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering State's Exhibit A and State's Exhibit 8 and State's Exhibit 8A into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
8 and 8A will be admitted. You may publish them at your leisure.
Thank you. you could use that to help you in your testimony.
Okay.
So first we're going to look at State Exhibit 8.
Commander, can you go look at Stephen's photo and approve it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Send it to your email, please.
He did. He sent it to both of us.
Can you press pause? There's something that's blocking the video.
Yeah,
Viewers can't
I see that. Sorry. Okay.
All right. Commander, can you go look at Stephen's photo and approve it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Send it to your email, please.
He did. He sent it to both of us.
Were you able to follow the blood trail even through the grass?
It was difficult to see in the grass.
Do you need anything? No, she said she's good.
I already told Casey.
All right. See you soon. Bye. This is fine.
Ms. Walker, were there obviously bloody footprints leading towards the residence of Janna Walton and also walking away from the residence of Janna Walton towards 2040 Malakote Road?
Yes.
In addition to the video that you reported of those footprints, you told us that you also prepared a diagram. Let's look at that. Will you please point out the paved area, the street area of Malakote Road?
Sure, it's right along here.
Now, I see that in the diagram, 1240, the home of the Towers, has what looks like depicted blood on the front entryway.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And did you see any blood from the front entryway down to the road?
In the grass?
Yes, in the grass.
There was some, but the grass was wet from dew, so it was very difficult to locate.
Right. And then it appears that you documented some blood crossing past the vacant residence at
Yes.
1220,
Yes.
both on the driveway
Yes.
and then later on the paved area of Malakote Road.
Yes.
Were you able to tell by the naked eye in which direction the bleeding person was walking for the blood drops and the blood stains in the driveway?
In this driveway, it appeared that the movement of the person bleeding would have been from east to west.
And what about the blood drops that we see on the paved road between 1220 and 1200?
That motion was a little bit more difficult to determine along the roadway because of the texture of the roadway and also possibility of the person bleeding was moving slower, so it was more of a drip than it was a faster motion.
So were you able to tell, based upon those blood drops, that they were different in some way? For example, the blood drops on 1220 in the driveway as opposed to the blood drops on the paved area of Malakote Road.
Yes.
And what was the distinction that you observed?
It was pretty apparent that this movement was from east to west at a pretty rapid pace, and this was presumably going back the other way, but at a slower pace.
Much slower pace. All right, thank you. Did you have further assignment on September 1st, in addition to video recording the blood droplets and beginning to prepare a diagram?
I further documented the bloodstains on the address of 1220 Malakote Road across the driveway.
Okay. Did there come a time when a search was conducted of the premises of 1240 Malakote Road, the Tower residence?
Yes, at approximately 3:45 a.m., I was notified that a residential search warrant had been obtained for 1240.
Okay. Did you participate, after the search warrant was executed, did you participate in the search or documentation of items of evidence in that residence?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And did you prepare a diagram of the interior of the residence?
Yes, diagram and photography inside. Now showing you what have been marked for identification as States Exhibit 7A through 7J. Will you look at these for me, please? Sorry, Mr. Gilman. Do you recognize these photographs as well? Yes, there are photographs that I took.
Pardon?
There are photographs that I took.
Okay. Are they a true and accurate depiction of the scene after you and detectives in this case began to search the premises at 1240 Malakote Road?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering into evidence 7A through 7J.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
7A through 7J will be admitted. You may publish them at your leisure.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Walker, we're going to take a look at 7A, please. And can you tell us what we see in this photograph?
This is a photograph of the exterior front of 1240 Malakote Road.
Okay. 7B,
Also of the front exterior of 1240 with the side garage door open.
all right. 7C,
This is the front entry and walkway of 1240 Malakote. This is the front door.
7D.
Is also another photo of the front door.
Okay, could you please point out the blood drops at the bottom of the door?
There's blood coming down the door and drips on the step.
Let's look next at State's Exhibit 7E.
And again, the front door with blood in this area and dripping down.
Now we're going to look at the interior of the residence. And let's start with State's Exhibit 7F. Can you tell us in which room are we looking?
This is the living room.
And what do we see here in this photograph?
This is the living room floor. This is the male decedent, female decedent, a cell phone here, excessive amounts of blood on each of the couches here. This is the doorway going into the master bedroom. And the front door is over here.
Thank you. Is this the way the scene, exactly the way the scene looked upon entry by Northport Police Department and crime scene technicians?
Yes.
We're going to look at State's Exhibit 7G. And if you could just point out the, in order to orient the jurors, can you point out where the front door is, please?
The front door is right here.
Next, we're going to look at State's Exhibit 7I. Pardon. 7H. And again, in order to orient the members of the jury, if you could please point out, and we'll go back and forth between these two photographs, Mr. Tower, legs, and then Mr. Tower's legs near that love seat or couch in the residence and the front door. And finally, in this series of photographs, 7J. Now, although this piece of furniture looks similar, is it different from the piece of furniture that we looked at in the last photograph, 7I?
Yes, it was on a wall where there was a sliding glass door behind it.
I'm sorry?
It was along a wall where there was a sliding glass door.
What I'm asking you is this piece of furniture different from this piece of furniture?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I talked to you earlier about a diagram that you produced. Can you please take a look at this for us, please? Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Is this a diagram that you produced based upon your investigation at 1240 Malakote Road?
Yes.
And is it a true and accurate depiction to the best of your ability of the crime scene that day?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, I'm offering State's Exhibit 9 into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
9 will be admitted. You may publish it at your leisure.
Thank you. Let's look at 9 so that we can get an idea of the layout of that residence. Ms. Walker, first, can you please show us the front door entrance area
The front door is right here.
and the two bodies of Robbie and Jennifer Tower? Where do they appear on this floor plan?
Right here and right here.
And we talked about two pieces of furniture, both sort of brown, overstuffed, upholstered seating. So where is the larger of the two pieces, the couch area?
It is right here,
Okay. And the second?
right over here.
All right. Now, in addition to the living area where the bodies were found, did you also go into the master bedroom?
Yes.
Will you point that out for the jury, please? Point to the bed. And we see a lot of red depicting blood in the area just to, as we look at this, to the, at the top of the bed, to the north, let's say that's north. Can you point that out too?
Yes.
Aside from the bed itself, was there a bloody area near the, from the area between the bed and the wall, the north wall?
Right here.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to determine where the defendant's bedroom was in this home?
I was advised that the defendant's bedroom is in this corner.
Show us the kitchen, please. Now, aside from the blood in the master bedroom, the blood in the living room and the front entrance, and it appears to be some drops of blood in the kitchen, did you find blood in any other areas of the house?
No, it was mostly concentrated in those areas.
Thank you. Now showing you what have been marked for identification as State's Exhibit 14A through 14M as in Mary. Take a look for me. Do you recognize these photos?
Yes.
Are they a true and accurate depiction of the crime scene on September 1st, 2023?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering 14A through 14M into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
14A through 14M will be admitted. You may publish them at your leisure.
Thank you. Ms. Walker, again, we're going to focus just for a moment on the living room, and we're going to point out the piece of brown furniture that we saw behind Mr. Tower's legs, and I want you to show the members of the jury the entrance to the master bedroom, please.
Okay, this is the sofa, and this is the entrance to the master bedroom.
All right, and while we have them both now in the same photograph, that love seat that you described as being against a sliding glass door.
That love seat is right here.
Thank you. All right. Let's look next at State's Exhibit 14B, and you're going to have to tell us in which room are we looking now?
This is inside the master bedroom.
Okay, so let's switch between the two photographs, and we're going to look at 14A and then 14B. Show us that wall that goes into the bedroom.
It's just on the other side of this door jamb.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. 14C.
This is a little bit further into the master bedroom, still turning to the right into the doorway.
14D.
This is the corner of the bed and a dresser that was along the north wall.
Okay. Is that the foot of the bed that we see there, that brown leather, or?
Yes.
Or
This is like an ottoman, and this is the corner of the bed.
Were you able, through your investigation, to determine whose side of the bed this is that we're looking at here with the blood?
I don't know that.
Okay. This is 14F for the record. And there's a nightstand to just on the side of the bed. Would you point that out to the members of the jury, please? We're now looking at 14L. This blood smear that we see on the north wall of the bedroom, is it also accompanied by a lot of blood spatter surrounding the smear itself?
Yes, there's smaller impact stains here.
Now that nightstand that we saw in the previous picture, did there come a time when evidence was found behind that nightstand?
Yes.
Did you discover that evidence yourself? Or did someone in the Northport Police Department that was searching the house discover that evidence?
It was a detective that located it.
Okay. And that is 14L, but we're going to look at a closer photograph. Is this the item of evidence that was found behind the nightstand in the master bedroom?
Yes.
And why is it that you have an evidence marker there, a yellow plastic number 10? What's the purpose of doing that in crime scene investigation?
To identify items of evidence in a methodical manner. So each item would be assigned a number.
And did you use those markers that you set out in the crime scene when you were preparing that diagram so that you could include items of evidence that were relevant to the case in that floor plan that we saw just a few moments ago?
Yes.
So I'm showing you what has been marked for evidence by the state in State's Exhibit number 15. And State's Exhibit number 16. Do you recognize State's Exhibit 50?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
It's packaged in a way that we package knives, and it has our barcode label and case number on it.
Okay, is your identification on there?
Yes.
Do you recognize the packaging of this item?
Yes.
Can you open that for me, please? Here's some gloves. You can just look into that box and tell me if you recognize that item.
Yes.
Is it in the same or substantially the same condition as when it was discovered and packaged?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering State's Exhibit 15 into evidence, please.
Any objection to 15?
No objection.
15 will be admitted. Do you wish to publish that to the jury?
I do, but I have another piece as well. So
Okay.
I'm now showing you State Exhibit number 16. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I do.
How do you recognize it?
It is in Northport Police Department packaging, and it is labeled with the case number.
Okay, speak up nice and loudly.
It's labeled with the case number and with Northport Police Department packaging.
Okay, and can you tell me what that is, please?
It's a cellular phone.
And where was that phone located?
It was on the master bedroom floor between the bed and the north wall.
Okay. Is it in the same or substantially the same condition as when it was collected from the crime scene
Yes,
in the master bedroom?
yes.
Thank you. Your Honor, I'm now offering State 16 into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
16 will be admitted. You may publish it.
May I have the bailiff publish?
Yes, Carl, if you can help us out.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, please. Ms. Walker, I'm showing you what have been marked for identification. States Exhibit 17A through 17D. Do you recognize those?
Yes,
Are they a true and accurate depiction of the kitchen area of 1240 Malakote Road?
yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering States 17A, B, C, and D into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
States Exhibits 17, A, B, C, and D will be admitted. You may publish them at your leisure.
We're looking at States Exhibit 17A, and if you could please orient the jury by showing them where is the master bedroom that we just looked at the photos of the master bedroom.
The master bedroom would be in this corner beyond the kitchen.
Thank you. Now we're looking at States Exhibit 17 17B. As you and Northport police detectives searched the area, did you note anything of significance in the kitchen area?
Yes, we observed what appeared to be diluted blood stains around the countertop, around the sink, kind of down the front of the cabinets here. There was some also on the front of the dishwasher, and a towel that appeared to have blood on it as well.
Okay. Was there also a group of knives that were readily apparent when you walked into the kitchen?
Yes, there's a knife block here.
Let's look next at 17C, and you told us that you saw some evidence of cleanup. Can you show the members of the jury what we're looking for here?
There's diluted blood here and around the right side.
And at this point, has that knife block been removed from that area?
Yes.
So the knife block was, show us again. The knife block was there, but now has it been collected as evidence?
It
Is this no longer on the sink?
That's correct.
Okay. Let's look finally at State's Exhibit 17D. And what do we see in this photograph that's significant?
Diluted blood here and the towel with what appeared to be blood on it as well.
Okay, so you say blood. Is there any way that you test for what appears to be blood so that you know it takes you a little bit closer to the realization that it's actually blood?
Yes.
Tell the jury how you do that.
There's a presumptive test called phenolphthalein that will identify when there's blood present versus just a reddish stain.
Okay, so how does phenolphthalein?
Yes.
Phenolphthalein, how does that work specifically? It's a chemical reaction?
It is a chemical reaction. It's a 3-step process utilizing a swab that's moistened, and you rub the stain that you're wanting to test, and then you apply 2 more chemicals, and it will give a reaction that's pink if it's positive.
And in this particular case, did you use that phenolphthalein to test for presumptive blood on the towel and the area surrounding the sink?
We did not.
Why?
There wasn't a question in the way that the scene was presented to us, and it was somewhat irrelevant. If the towel needed to be further tested, it could be done in a lab as well.
All right, thank you. Cumbersome. I'll have to make some room. Actually, I think I'll put it down here, if you don't mind. So you can look at it what the jury said. No, I want to look at the label. Okay. I'm now showing you what has been marked for identification as State's Exhibit number 18. Do you recognize it?
Yes, I do.
Is it part of the evidence that you collected from the kitchen when you did the search and collection of evidence on September 1st of 2023?
Yes.
Is this in the same or similar condition as when you retrieved it from the crime scene?
Yes.
Okay, you hesitated.
There's one knife that's not in the block.
Okay, but it's in the same or substantially the
Yes.
same condition? All right, thank you. Your Honor, I'm offering State's Exhibit number 18 into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
18 is admitted. You may publish.
Thank you. Would you like to put some gloves on and take it out? Thank you. You can just display it to the jury from where you're standing, Ms. Walker. Now, you mentioned, as I was asking you if it was in the same or substantially the same condition, that it was a bit different from when you collected it. What is the difference?
There's one knife that was down here that's not in the block.
Okay. Put that down, and then we're going to look at what's been marked for identification as State's Exhibit number 22. So I'm showing you State's Exhibit 22 for identification, and I want to ask you if you recognize that item.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Is it in the same or substantially the same condition as when you collected it from the crime scene at 1240 Malakote?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering State's 22 into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
22 would be admitted. You may publish it.
Thank you. Okay, and if you could just stand up and show that to the jury. I think I may ask the bailiff to do that as well. You may be seated. So this knife that you found in the knife block, is it similar to the knife that was found behind the nightstand in the master bedroom?
Yes.
How similar?
The handles are both silver metal and the blade is serrated.
Is it virtually identical to the knife that was found behind the nightstand? in the
Yes.
master bedroom? Well, we still have your gloves on. I'm going to ask you to put that back in the box, please. Now, in the photographs that we looked at just a few moments ago, in State's Exhibit number 17D, we talked about a towel, a white towel that was found on the countertop in the kitchen. Did you collect that and put it into evidence at the Northport Police Department?
Yes.
Now showing you that those were marked for identification. And State's Exhibit number 20. Do you recognize that item? Ms. Walton?
Yes.
Is this the item that you collected from the countertop in the kitchen that we just saw in the photograph 17D?
Yes.
Is it in the same or substantially the same condition as when you collected
Yes.
in the kitchen? Your Honor, I'm now offering states 20 into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
20 will be admitted. You may publish.
Thank you. Thank you. Did there come a time when the medical examiner arrived on the scene?
Yes.
Did you assist the medical examiner in any way?
Yes, I assisted with an examination of the decedents as well as additional photography of their injuries.
And is that something that you routinely do at a homicide scene such as this when the medical examiner comes?
Yes.
All right. And in this case, the victims were lying prone or face down when you first encountered their bodies?
Yes, that's correct.
And was it important for the medical examiner to turn over the bodies specifically for identification, but also to identify the wounds inflicted?
Yes.
I'm now showing you what have been marked for identification as 19A and 19B. Do you recognize those photos?
Yes.
Are they a true and accurate depiction of the decedents after Dr. Vega arrived on scene and you assisted him in further investigation?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering 19A and 19B into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, 19A and 19B will be admitted. Where are we in terms of timing on this witness?
Close to completion.
Okay. Jurors, are you okay to continue, or do you want a break? We've been going for about an hour and a half. I know it was after lunch. You folks okay? We'll take one after this witness. Okay, let's continue then.
Thank
You
you.
may publish them at your leisure.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now looking at State's Exhibit 19A. And is this Jennifer Tower?
Yes, it is.
Now we see now that there is a little difference in the scene. We have a white sheet lying under Ms. Tower. Is that something that the medical examiner routinely does when he or she comes to the scene to begin their preliminary examination?
Yes.
And was Ms. Tower's body transported from the scene to the morgue at some point that day on September 1st?
Yes.
Let's look now at State's Exhibit 19B. And again, Mr. Tower is lying on a white sheet. Is that part of the medical examiner's protocol?
Yes.
Was his body subsequently removed from the scene and taken to the morgue
Yes.
for autopsy?
Mm-hmm.
Walker, I'm showing what's been previously marked as State Exhibit number 10. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Is it in the same, substantially the same conditions as when you collected it from the crime scene?
Yes.
And from where did you collect it in the crime scene?
The towel was underneath Jennifer Tower.
Your Honor, I'm offering States 10 into evidence, please.
Any objection to 10?
No objection.
10 will be admitted. You may publish it at your leisure.
Thank you. I'm now showing you what have been marked for identification as State Exhibit 11A and 11B. Take a look at those. And tell me if you recognize them.
Yes.
Are they in the same or substantially the same condition as when you collected them after the autopsy of Jennifer Tower?
Yes.
Was this clothing removed from her body during the course of the autopsy?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering States 11A and 11B into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
11A and 11B will be admitted. You may publish them.
Thank you, Your Honor. Did you notice anything particularly distinctive about the pajama top that Ms. Tower was wearing that was retrieved as evidence?
There were multiple what appeared to be stab marks in the material of the top part of the shirt.
So the material on the top of the shirt was torn in many places?
Yes.
Thank you. 12 and 13. I'm showing you what's been marked for identification in States 12. Do you recognize those items?
Yes.
Are these items, were these items collected in the course of Dr. Vega's examination and the subsequent autopsy of Robbie Tower?
Yes.
Are they in the same or substantially the same condition as when they were collected?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering States 12 into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
12 will be admitted. You may publish at your leisure.
Thank you. I'm showing you what's been marked for identification as States Exhibit 13. Do you recognize that item?
Yes.
Is that item collected from 1240 Malakote, the
Yes.
crime scene?
Yes, it was.
Is it in the same or substantially the same condition as when it was collected during your investigation?
Yes, it is.
And what is that item?
It's a cellular phone.
And where was it located?
It was on the floor of the living room near the two victims.
All right, next, closer to Jennifer Tower's
Yes.
body. Your Honor, I'm offering States 13 into evidence, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
13 will be admitted. You may publish at your leisure.
Thank you. So, going through the physical evidence that we just did, there was a phone found in the master bedroom near where Robbie Tower was attacked.
Objection. Facts not in evidence.
Sustain.
Was there a phone found in the master bedroom near the bloody smear on the wall, the bed that was covered in blood, the blood stains all over the walls?
Objection. Compound question.
Sustained.
Was there a phone found in the master bedroom near the bloody bed?
Yes.
Was that phone also found close to the wall where there was a blood smear and blood stains?
Yes.
Was that phone also found near the bloody pillow that the jury saw in the photographs?
Yes.
Was that phone also found near the blood trail that led into the living room?
Yes.
Did you search the other rooms in the residence, the ones that we saw in your diagram, the defendant's bedroom, office, and the other rooms in the house?
Yes.
Okay. Did you find anything in the defendant's bedroom?
Motorola cell phone?
Okay. Was that examined by the digital forensics at Northport Police Department pursuant to a search warrant?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Was anything of evidentiary value found on that phone?
No.
Okay. Did you also search the home office,
Yes.
the garage?
Yes.
Anything of evidentiary value found in those, either of those two areas?
No.
In addition to taking photographs at the crime scene itself, is it customary to take photographs of some of the items of evidence that have been retrieved from the crime scene in your lab in Northport?
Yes.
Did you do so in this case, or did other crime scene technicians do so in this case?
Another crime scene technician did.
Okay. This block I'm showing you would have been marked for identification as states 21A through 21D. Can you look at those for me? Now, despite not having taken these photographs, are they a true and accurate depiction of the evidence that was retrieved from the crime scene when you and fellow crime scene technicians did your work there?
Yes.
Okay. Are these photographs a true and accurate depiction of the knife block and one of the knives that was found at the crime scene?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering states 21A through 21D into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection.
21A through 21D will be admitted. You may publish at your leisure.
Thank you. So we're looking now at states 21A, and we're going to go through them sequentially. 21B, 21C, and 21D. So is this the same knife block that we just showed the jury a few moments ago?
Yes, it is.
And in a plastic sleeve, State's Exhibit 22, you presented the jury with a knife.
Yes.
Is this the same knife that was in the plastic sleeve that the jury just saw a moment ago?
Yes, it is.
Now, is it, with the naked eye, is there anything visible on the handle of that knife?
There appears to be possibly blood here.
Okay. Let's look at 21C with the naked eye again.
Same area here.
And finally, 21D. Did you send these items of evidence, along with other evidence, to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement?
Yes.
Did you attend the autopsy of Jennifer and Robbie Tower?
Yes, I did.
When was that, Ms. Walker?
It was on Sunday, September 3rd,
And where were the autopsies performed, please?
at the 12th District Medical Examiner's Office.
Who conducted those autopsies?
Dr. Vega?
Is it routine practice for members of the crime scene unit to attend the autopsies in homicide cases?
Yes, it is. We will attend autopsies and homicide cases to further document the victim's injuries as well as collect evidence from the victims.
Okay. Did there come a time during the course of the autopsies that Dr. Vega actually removed the larynx from the bodies of Jennifer and Robbie Tower?
Yes.
Did you collect evidence from Jennifer and Robbie Tower in addition to the clothing that we just introduced into evidence?
Yes.
What else did you collect from during the autopsy?
A DNA stain card.
Okay, what is a DNA stain card?
A DNA stain card is a blood sample from the victim that's preserved on a card, and it can later be used for DNA analysis.
Thank you. May I have a moment, please?
Ms. Walker, I'm showing you what have been marked for identification as State's Exhibit number 31 and State's Exhibit number 32. Will you look at those for me? Do you recognize these from their markings?
Yes.
Based on the markings that are on here from both the Northport Police Department and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, are these the stain cards that you submitted to Florida Department of Law Enforcement and then they eventually sent back to you after their analysis was performed?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm offering State's Exhibit 31 and 32 into evidence, please.
Any objection to 31 and 32?
No objection.
Both will be admitted. You may publish at your leisure.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, if you would remind the members of the jury that they're going to have an opportunity to look at all of this evidence.
Sure.
I have nothing further for you, Ms. Walker, at this moment.
Thank you.
You want like that?
While they're collecting the evidence, we're kind of in between. Mr. Gilman will do his cross-examination in just a moment. So you heard the state ask, and I'll do so. Remember, all items that are admitted into evidence will go back into the jury room with you, okay?
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing?
Let's
Good
wait
afternoon.
1 moment, Mr. Gilman.
Okay.
Let's let her-
I was trying to be efficient.
When you're ready.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm good.
Good. And you have been a crime scene technician for Northport Police Department for how long now?
Approximately 6.5 years.
Okay. And most of the time when crime scene technicians are called out, it's to assist detectives in investigation, correct?
That's correct.
And you say you got there about 2:20 in the morning on September the 1st?
Yes, that's correct.
So were you working like an overnight shift, or did they call you out specifically from home?
I was called out. I was on call that evening.
Okay, so there's not a situation where you have crime scene technicians 24/7 at Northport Police Department?
Correct, not at our agency.
Okay. Now, when you were going through the video following the blood trail, you weren't doing that for any kind of speed, correct?
Correct.
You were doing that to make sure that you got a full documentation, right?
Correct.
So we don't know if the amount of time it took on that video is the same amount of time it took for the person to travel that distance, correct?
Correct.
All right. And it's not meant to be the most efficient path, right? You were just following the path, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, you say at 3:45 in the morning you get a search warrant for the residence, correct?
Yes.
And that was the detectives are the ones that authored all that and get all that together, correct?
That's right.
And usually at that point in time, they're the ones that are doing the search, right?
Yes.
And then you are going along to document the things that they are locating, correct?
That's correct.
All right. And there were 2 knives that we have seen that were collected, correct?
That's correct.
You would agree with me that you treated those 2 knives differently, right?
I don't understand the question.
Well, one of them was packaged and sent off to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, right?
All of the knives were sent to FDLE.
And only one of them had pictures that you took of blood on it, correct?
There was one.
I'm going to object because this witness is not qualified to talk about what was found on those. That comes through the FDLE.
All right, it's cross-examination. There's some photos. She pointed out some blood, so I think she can answer the question. You can answer the question.
Sure. So the knife that was taken from the knife block, you took extra photographs of that, correct?
That was done by another crime scene technician.
Okay, but that still was done at Northport Police Department, right?
Yes.
And there were close-ups, and you pointed out there were blood droplets on that knife, correct?
Yes, what appeared to be.
Okay. And the other knife that was found in the bedroom, correct,
Yes.
did not have those same photographs taken.
I can't speak for that because I didn't take the lab photos.
But you took a photograph of it when it was collected, right?
Yes, when it was collected, yes.
And that knife was not depicted in the lab photos, correct?
The lab photos are a completely separate series of photographs that I did not take. So I can't speak for if there was a specific lab photo of that knife taken.
All right. And when you're doing this collection at 3:45 in the morning, you've been informed at this point, at least detectives have, that there has been a suspect, correct?
Yes.
You knew that somebody was seen leaving the area
Yes.
and that law enforcement was after them.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further, Jim.
Any redirect?
Yes.
So in a proper crime scene investigation, when we're going to try to figure out if there's DNA on the knife that comes from the parties, is that your job?
That is not my job to determine if there's certain DNA.
Okay. And although you're not a DNA analyst, can you answer this question? Is DNA visible to the naked eye?
If DNA is not visible to the naked eye, no.
Thank you. So your job is to collect evidence, yes?
Yes.
And is it your job to document evidence?
Yes.
And if you are instructed by the lead detective to send that evidence for further investigation,
Yes.
your job is to document everything that you believe or the detectives believe is relevant at the scene.
Yes.
And did you do that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as to the blood trail, you testified during direct that the speed walking from 2040 Malakote over to 1200 where Ms. Walton lived appeared different from the speed on the roadway going back.
Yes.
Okay. So based upon your experience and based upon your training, why did you testify to that?
The bloodstain pattern,
Your Honor, outside the scope?
Either that or asked and answered. Are you asking the same
No.
question you asked earlier? Let me, why don't you ask the question again? I thought this was covered on direct, but maybe this is
It
new.
was
Let me
covered
see.
on direct, but then there was some clarification needs to be
Good
made.
approach.
No, I'm going to overrule it. Briefly, you can, do you understand the question?
yes.
Okay, is this, you answered this earlier on direct, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'll allow her to briefly answer it. You may.
My question is different. I'm asking how she was able to make that evaluation. So,
Your Honor, that's outside the scope.
Overruled. You may answer the question.
based upon your training and experience, how were you able to make that evaluation that you testified to on direct examination?
Through my training and experience, the bloodstains that were going across the driveway at 1220 were in somewhat of a V shape. So if you would imagine when you're walking and you're swinging your hands, likely at a fast pace, it's going to make a certain pattern. Whereas coming back on the roadway and even going up the driveway, it appeared to be more of a drip, like almost straight down, which would mean that the movement was a little bit slower.
And is that one of the things that you are trained to do as a crime scene investigator, is to look at that kind of evidence and opine upon that evidence?
Yes.
Thank you. Nothing further.
Any recross?
I understand that testimony, ma'am. My question to you during cross-examination was the video meant to match the speed that you believe the person to be walking?
No.
Thank you.
May the witness be excused?
You may.
Mr. Gilman,
No objection.
you may step down.
Thank you.
Let's take our afternoon break, folks. It's 2:57. Let's make it a 15-minute break. Is that enough? Stretch, hang out, make a phone call, use the restroom. Again, do not discuss anything, of course, related to your jury service. Leave your notepads, pens here in the courtroom face down. Everybody stand, jurors exiting. All right, jurors of exiting. Mr. Gilman, I didn't allow you to approach. I thought that your question related to the speed of her on the video, which you re-asked, allowed the state in redirect to ask questions related to the speed again. So that's why I overruled your objection. I think her answer was very similar to what she testified on direct. She added this V shape that didn't come out on direct, but it was essentially the same testimony. All right, so we'll take a 15-minute break.
One thing briefly, Your Honor, I noticed I heard it from here, from the audience during some of the photographs, so we could just have a reminder not to have audible gasps or noises coming when there's evidence being presented. I heard it a couple times here, so I'm just concerned that the jury did.
Tell me what you heard.
When photographs of, like, the bed, for example, with lots of blood, there were audible gasps coming from back, left, behind.
Okay. Twice I heard audible gasps, and I couldn't tell where they were coming from. I looked in the audience. There's a lady on the left who seems to be a bit moved and using Kleenex, although I didn't see or hear anything from her. The lady in the back in the black shirt in the last row also was showing some emotion, appeared with Kleenex. But for the most part, I didn't see anything that caused me concern. Folks, I'll remind you, I will say that several people left prior to those photos being shown, including the lady, I think, in the back in the black shirt, I thought left. Folks, no gasping, no audible noises of any kind, okay? Bailiffs, if you can assist me in keeping an eye out for that, so that we can make sure that that doesn't occur again, okay? Let's take a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back.